a sinner, left my lover crying on the dance floor. I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner.
I enter my neighborhood and soon reach my house.
ただいま。
いい加減にせえよ
Oh,
この
good
バ
lord,
カ
what
な
is
ご
that? A clap of thunder greets me the moment I enter the door. I know from experience the ringing won't go away anytime soon.
うるさー。
当たり前だようるさく聞こえるように怒鳴ってんだから
Granny is perched menacingly on the landing, fuming as she scowls at me. I've always wondered how such an old woman can make so much noise.
なんだよ、何怒ってんだよ。
そりゃあ怒るわ鍵だよ鍵
鍵？
仕事に行くときは玄関の鍵閉めてけって何度言ったらわかるんだい
あー、そっか、ごめん。
I was almost late for work this morning, so I ran out of the house in a hurry.
ごめんじゃないよまったくなんだってこんな記憶力の悪い子に育っちまったんだろうね
しょうがないだろ。忘れてたんだよ。
どうせまた寝坊して飛び出してったんだろう本当に23にもなってどうしようもない孫だね
だからごめんって言ってんだろ。人間うっかりすることぐらい誰でもあるだろうが。
お前はうっかりの世界選手権にでも出ようってのかいこれで何度目だよ
ね、あ、6回
Bro.
本当にお前って子は
I'm kind of on her side on this one. How do you fuck up that many times and forget to lock a door? Granny is shaking with anger. The veins on her forehead are bulging. This is serious. She fainted after getting too worked up before.
わかった、わかった。明日から気をつける。だからもう怒鳴るなよ。
その言葉も何度目だろうねお前がそんなんじゃこっちもおちおちしねえやしないよ
He can take care of himself. He just can't take care of anything else. Granny snorted and stomped back into the kitchen.
ほらとっとと入りな
She seems to have settled down for the moment. Relieved, I take off my shoes and head inside. We might get into a shouting match like this on a daily basis, but we actually get along pretty well, all things considered. The fact that she still yells like that is proof that she's healthy. I think her yelling is one of the things I'm going to miss when the time comes. I'm really grateful for her for raising me all by herself. Not that I'd ever say it to her face. Granny is in the kitchen, in the middle of serving up whatever she was sauteing? Oh, yeah, in her frying pan. Sauteing. I wash my hands at the sink, grab 2 sets of chopsticks off the shelf, and set the table. You might be wondering where my parents are. They were never the type to stay in one place. Even when they lived here with us, they would up and vanish for months, even years at a time. It was always like that, even when I was little, so I eventually got used to being just Granny and me. When they stopped coming back altogether, I was surprisingly okay. I guess I have Granny to thank for that. After all the trouble I caused growing up, I just want to treasure the time I have left with her. A simple life is all I need.
さていただこうかね
She lines up the food. Somen noodles, tuna, stir-fried shiitake mushrooms, and boiled greens, fried fish, and miso soup. I sit down with Granny and put my hands together.
いただきます
いただきます。わーちゃんうまい。
そうかい
Being chased by the police made me hungry, so Granny's homemade cooking really hit the spot. While stuffing my face, I feel a sharp pain shoot through my skull. Here we go again.
えいってって。
いつものかい？食後に薬飲むのを忘れるんじゃないよ。
うん。
I've suffered from frequent headaches ever since a youthful indiscretion landed me in the hospital. This is the second one today. No one's ever been able to figure out the cause. Ever since it started, I've been taking the medicine Granny prescribes. Did I mention Granny has a medical license? Yeah, she's kind of like the village doctor, always giving the neighborhood folks checkups and meds. She has quite the reputation for being safer than others, less competent doctors who just take your money. I can vouch for that. Her pills are the only thing that has ever helped my headaches.
ごちそうさま。
After I finish eating, I take my medicine, clear the table, and head upstairs. In my room, I pull Red out of my bag and wake him up from sleep mode. My head is killing me. Thinking fresh air might help, I go out onto the balcony. The cool breeze feels nice. Leaning on the handrail, I sigh and look up at the sky. The overlapping buildings obscure my view. It hasn't always been like this. This island was once a beautiful place. Midorijima is a remote island to the southwest of mainland Japan. The island is known for its blue seas, white sands, and lush forest, or at least it was. That's ancient history now. Now, Platinum Jail dominates the island, occupying nearly a full third of the landmass. It is ugly. A huge wall separates Platinum Jail from the old residential district, so no one can even see what's inside. You see big shots from Tau Corporation, the company that built Platinum Jail, on TV all the time. Back when I was a kid, the Tau Corporation was trying to evict people from the island so they could start development. They managed to convince most of the island's residents to leave with promises of luxurious homes and exorbitant sums of money. But there was still some people who were too stubborn to go, like us. We weren't able to abandon our home no matter what juicy bait they dangled in front of us. And for a while, Toei left us alone. I keep saying Toei just because of the name. Toei public stance on the issue was that they didn't want to force people out. In reality, however, they were already plotting to show us the error of our ways. It began with a reduction in basic utilities, explained as maintenance that never seemed to end. The livable sphere slowly shrank until the remaining residents were forced into what is now known as the old residential district. This once beautiful island is in shambles. How could the government allow this? Some of the islanders begged the government for help, but their petitions were all rejected. Finally, 3 years ago, Tau started requiring residents of the old residential district to get permission before they could even leave the island. Permission they wouldn't grant ever. I'm sure Tau's justification is that it's our fault for not leaving when we had a chance. A noise at my feet snaps me out of my reverie.
アバ、今日メールからダウンロードしたデータだが、どうする？
ダウンロード？
Ren's question startles me off the handrail. I completely forgot. Back at the store, while those kids were giving me trouble, my coil downloaded some kind of file.
そのデータ、ウイルスは入ってなかったのか？
検出されていない。
中身は？
プレイヤーがキャラクターを操ることで移動、情報収集を行い、敵キャラクターと戦って経験値を取得し、レベルを上げるタイプのゲームだ。
ああ、RPG ね。有料なのか？
有料ではない。
へえ。ってことは、悪ガキどものせいでうっかり購入したってわけじゃないのか。どっかのお試しアプリかな。
Worse. It's freemium.
不明だ。
ま、変なのじゃないならやってもいいかもな。暇つぶしに。
起動するか。
頼む。
This is a bad idea.
了解。
This is a bad idea. Cradling Ren in my arms, I go back inside and sit on the bed. Save me. Someone, please. Save me from this place.
ずいぶんレトロな画面だな。
I bet those kids have never seen anything like this. Even I've only seen games this old in videos. The game's logo appears after the message from the princess. It's Dragon Quest. No. It is literally supposed to be that or Final Fantasy. Man, it's so old it almost feels new. I press the start button. Or it's Legend of Zelda, actually. My bad. Everyone's gonna yell at me. Was there no way to get the treasure? You just stuck going in one direction? Is that what you're doing? You bad at video games? To be continued.
あれ？続きもんなのかこれ？定期的に配信されてくるとか？
そのようだ。
なるほどね。まさしく暇つぶしにはもってこいって感じの短さだな。
All you did was walk forward. What? I really don't know if it was all that entertaining, but I might play more the next installment comes out. A yawn spills from my mouth as I close the game. I was so focused on the game, I didn't realize how tired I am.
そろそろ寝る準備でもしますかねっと。
I close the sliding glass door to the balcony and its curtains, then head to the bathroom. Is this a yeah? I was told it was. I don't know if it actually is. The next day, I'm sitting behind the counter at Humdrum Junk like usual. Damn headaches. Know that feeling. I rub the bridge of my nose, my head pounding ever since I woke up. I even took my medicine after breakfast. Maybe I'm getting sick.
青葉くん、ちょっと配達をお願いしたいんですけど。
I hear Mr. Haga clattering around in the back of the store.
あ、手伝います。
I try to stand up, but my legs wobble and I quickly grab the counter.
青葉くん、大丈夫ですか？
すいません。ちょっと立ちくらみが。
座っててください。こっちは大丈夫ですよ。よいしょ。どうしました、青葉くん？
いえ、すげえなと思って。
いやいや、そんな。
お掃除お掃除。
Okay, what the fuck are you? Mr. Haga's all-mate, Junker, dances around him in circles.
ああ、凡人くん。奥の方をお願いします。
奥奥。
Junker returns to the back of the shop.
そうそう。それでですね、この品物の配達をお願いできますか？
Mr. Haga pulls a small paper bag out of his pocket.
昨日の夜中にお客さんから注文が来てたんですけど、速達指定なんです。
I look at the slip on the package. It's going to an address here in the East Quarter. It definitely would be faster delivered directly from the shop.
もうすぐ仕入れ先の業者さんが来るから、私は店を離れることができなくて、すみません。
大丈夫ですよ。すぐ行ってきます。
お願いします。
Mr. Haga smiles and goes down to the basement. My head still feels like a brick, but I have to work. I have to tough it out. Hey, I feel personally, yep, I know. Is this my spirit animal? Spirit Yowie character? I don't know. I smack myself lightly to clear away the funk, then pick up my bag and the package and heads outside. Sometimes you just gotta do what you just gotta do.
この道入った方が早いんだっけ？
GPS is trying to get you to go into a river.
あ
I make my way down a Yagi street, Ren navigating. As I walk alone, I notice a familiar tag all over the walls of an alley. Benny Shiguri, a Crimson Rain, Kojaku's gang. These tags are how ribbed gangs stake their claims. This is part of Kaojuku's territory. Kao gang isn't that big, not that many people know that Kao is a ribsteez in the first place. Thanks to Kao's popularity with women, he is often wound up in brawls with jealous men. But he never lost. Over time, his strength earned him some male fans as well, and this became his gang. I think the way he looks after them shows the kind of guy Kao is. He's not one to turn away people who look up to him. Many ribstees join gangs because they admire the leader. Such members often take after their idols, which is why you see so many men wearing kimonos in Benny Shiguri's territory. They might look like bad news at first glance, but they're all good people. They help old ladies carry their bags and lost children find their parents. That's why Benny is pretty popular in the old residential district. Kao is to thank for that too, probably.
Yo, Alba.
うっす。
I exchange greetings with a couple of Benny members who are chatting with the police officers. The police in the old residential district are corrupt, so some will mingle with the regular folks if they're in the right mood, or there's money involved. Some ribstees take such opportunities to fish for useful information or get a pass on some misdemeanors. Whatever works for them, I say. As I make my way further down the street, I hear some exciting voices coming from up ahead. It's a man and two women walking arm in arm.
もうゴージャクさんたらでもそういうところも好き
I knew it. It's Kao. I really don't want to see him right now with his fans around, but it's already too late to escape.
お、青葉じゃねえか。
おっす。
I try to keep the grimace off my face.
青葉、レンは元気か？
Kao all-mate Benny is flying next to him. Ren pops his head out of his bag.
ここにいる。
おお、そうか。
あらこちらゴージャクさんのお友達
The women look at me, sizing me up.
ああ、幼馴染だ。
あらそうなのこの方が
Well, sorry that the amazing Kao's friend doesn't measure up. Though I've known the guy since I was little, it's not like we spent our whole childhood together. Kao is originally from the mainland. He came to the island with his mother, then went back to the mainland for a few years. We lost touch after that for a while, until suddenly, about 3 years ago, Kao came back, this time by himself. He'd grown a lot, but the way he talked and smiled was still the same old Kao. We started hanging out again after that. Kao often stops by my place to get a taste of Granny's cooking.
なんだよ。どうしたお前。
何が？
具合悪そうじゃねえか。
別になんともねえけど。
そうか？ならいいけどよ。
I try to play it cool, but I'm actually surprised. Do I really look that sick?
これから配達か？
そう、誰かさんと違ってな。
The women react to my jab before Kau can.
あ、別にコウジャクさんは遊んでるんじゃないのよ。そうよ、今だってお仕事の途中で送ってくれてるだけなんだから。
まあそう言うなよ。確かにこんなに可愛いお嬢さん方と一緒じゃ仕事も手につかねえからな。
コウジャクさんったら。
I'll never understand how he spouts crap like that.
スウェーデン食わんは男の恥だよな。
その通り。女はこの世の宝だ。柔らかいし優しいし、男を包み込んでくれる。だから大切にするのが男の義務ってもんだ。そうだろう？
We call men like you man horse. Kau puts his arms around the women's shoulders.
もう死んでもいい。
それじゃ俺そろそろ行くわ。
あら、ちょっと待って。ねえってば。
Before I can leave, one of the women stops me.
ここ、ほらやっぱりゴミがついてる。
The woman reaches with her slender fingers and brushes something off my collar.
ああ、どうも。
さすがだな。気の利く女は好きだぜ。
あら？
The woman suddenly looks at me like she noticed something.
ん？
あなた、よく見たら髪が長いのね。あら、ほんと？気づかなかったわ。なんかかわいい。女の子みたい。
Giggling, one of the women reaches for my hair. Where's me save? I do like this interface. It's neat. But I'm too late to avoid it. Don't touch me. I reach up to push her hand away.
ひでえな。俺が隣にいるってのに他の男に色目使うのか？
But before I can, Kau gently takes the woman's hand and presses it to its cheek. She instantly turns bright red.
もう俺には飽きたのかい？
やだ、そんなこと。そうよ、コウジャクさんの前でひどいわよ。っていうか、羨ましいんですけど。ごめんなさい、そんなつもりじゃ。
謝るなよ。別に怒ってるわけじゃねえ。
Kau releases the woman's hand with a smile. Phew, he saved my ass. He knows how much I hate it when people touch my hair. It's times like this I wish I could be more like him. Kau smiles at me.
なんだよ。どうした？いい男だから見とれたか？
言ってろカバ。
ちょっと、コウジャクさんに向かってカバとは何よ。
I flash Kau a grateful smile. He responds with a wink. He's really got his cool guy act down pat.
それじゃもう行くから。
おう、気ぃつけてな。
I wave goodbye to Kau and get on my way. My destination is close. A left turn and then a straight shot down the street. Just as I round the corner, I see a man hunched over on the side of the road. He's mumbling something, but I can't make it out. You see a lot of that in the town these days. People sitting on the ground, staring blankly at the sky, or mumbling to themselves like this guy. It's not exactly a new thing, but it feels like there are a lot more of them lately. Anyway, best to keep your distance. I quickly walk past. The alleys are narrower here and particularly dark. There are a lot of restaurants too, so the area is full of savory smells and smoke.
なんか急速に腹が減ってきた。
このまま放置すれば約1時間後に胃酸過多による胃痛が起きるだろう。
何それ？俺の胃荒れてんの？
昨日の食事が影響している。あとは睡眠不足の影響も多少ある。
ああ、よしえさんの。
That thing was ridiculous.
ん
A strange feeling stops me in my tracks. I could have sworn someone was staring at me. I look around, but no one on the area stands out. I must have imagined it.
アバ
Oh God, the walls are melting. Oh, the drugs kicked in. It feels like missing a step on a staircase. The world around me freezes in place, then streams toward my feet in an unbelievable speed. A sharp pain rips through my skull. I have no idea what's going on.
に
Drugs. My thoughts are muddled. My hands and feet are tingling. Suddenly, the world changes.
なんだここ。
A glowing wireframe floor extends as far as the eye can see. It's like I'm in some kind of game.
ライムフィールドセッティング中。
ライムっ
ライム
て
フィールドセッティング中。
あのライムか。
A blue glow appears in front of me, growing into a human shape. I almost topple over when I see who it is.
レン？
アバ、無事か？
なんだよ、何がどうなってんだ。つか、なんでお前その姿なんだよ。
ここではオールメイトはオンラインモードの状態で反映されるようだ。
Huh. Interesting.
オンラインモードって基本的にライムで使うやつだろ。俺お前のその姿設定画面でしか見たことねえし。つかさっきアナウンスでライムとか言ってたんだけど。
そのようだな。ただ地図上の現在地はここへ来る前と同じだ。
ライムフィールドセットアップ完了しました。フィールドを展開します。
I played Super Mario. The fuck? Never mind. Drugs are bad, okay?
アバ、
Ren pushes me away and I tumble to the floor. A powerful blast of air passes just above my head.
なんだ今の。
青葉、ここはライムのパブリックフィールドだ。俺たちはライムに強制的に引きずり込まれたようだ。
はあ？そんなことって。
青葉、何か来る。
My eyes go wide when I see what it is. A rabbit? I'm in Silent Hill? No, a person wearing a rabbit head?
もうライムは始まってるってことかよ。
この度はお越しいただき至極光栄。それで
Elite
は
speak.
楽しいゲームを始めよ
青葉、来るぞ。
Leet speak. I haven't seen Leet speak in a while.
来るったってどうすれば。
Oh god, it's a Pokeball. Pokebox? I was joking. Oh my god, it is. Oh, I want to kill him. They're so cute.
え、うわっぶねえ。おいちょっと待てよ。俺ライムとか関係ねえしやめろっつうの。
う。ライムネームスレイブル
は？
セラナティアオバ。
なんで俺の名前つかなんだよそのスライなんとかって。
戦い。
ライムなんてやったことねえよ。
戦
だからやったことねえって。
戦
ダメだ話になんね 逃げるぞ。レン、どうにかなんねえのか。ここから抜ける方法とか。
試行しているがログアウト自体が無効化されているようだ。
マジなんなんだよライムって。うわっ
青葉大丈夫か。
結構本気で言ってんだけど。
ライムでは実際の肉体にダメージを受けることはない。全て脳内の錯覚だ。それ以上の影響が出ないように制御されている。だがこのフィールドはダメージ値の制御が何らかの理由で外されているようだ。
それってつまり
こちらでダメージを受けると肉体にも何らかの影響を及ぼす恐れがある。
最悪じゃねえかや。
逃げても無駄だよ。
I've heard that voice before in anime. I look up to see the rabbit peering at me from a nearby block.
実セットラジャー。
I might have also heard it in a visual novel. I've done so many of these. Shit! There's no way I can dodge in time, but just as I brace myself for impact, Ren leaps in front of me.
大丈夫か。頭が。
Hi, Satan.
レン、K セットだ。
青葉
いいから早く。
了解。
ふざけてるな。
Bitch, you brought me in here. I did not consent. Just need to have a thing for the thumbnail. I consented. The fuck I did!
オールメイトはアーマーなしで旧型。なめてんのか。
すっぴんとか言って完全にふざけてるね。
さっさと潰すか。
Oh god, I'm Ash Ketchum. I got lightning. And seizures for everybody! You get a seizure, you get a seizure, you get a seizure, you sit down. Oh god, I've got a rail gun. No, I'm Mega Man. Rock. Yes.
敵の攻撃を確認。損失3機。耐久度12低下。
あいつ。
You started this.
俺、今、何を。なんだよ今の。
青葉が俺に攻撃の指示を出した。
攻撃？なんだそりゃ。そんなの知らねえぞ。でもさっきのなんか口が勝手に動いたような感じで。
Oh no, my mouth. Is this? I don't know if this is actually a Yaoi game. This is fucking baller though. I like this. This wasn't what I was expecting when this was requested.
青葉また来る。指示を。
指示って言ったって。でもやんねえとやばいんだよな。さっきみたいに。レン、防御だ。
了解。
フォーセットラジャー。
まずい。
Man, I've been playing Digimon. Just Digimon with sexy men. I'm fine with this. And weird rabbits.
敵の本体防御壁 100% 損傷。
God bless your voice for that one. I don't think I could get that high pitched.
期待するだけ無駄だったな。
My first day playing!
行くぞ。
This is like the time I played World of Warcraft and I didn't know what I was doing. And I started wandering around. It was like a couple days after I started playing with a friend. And I managed to get into like a really, really high level area. And an enemy player saw me and walked up to me and I freaked out. And he just guided me out. He was like level 90 or some shit. Like an insane level. I just died. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. And he just kind of figured it out because I was like level 10 maybe or something like that. Really low level. He just guided me out. But like, don't pick on the noobs. Unless they're being annoying, then pick on them harder.
敵の本体防御壁すごい勢いで回復。40、50、70、90。
どういうことだ。どうなってる。
アラートアラート、危険危険。
破壊と死を。
My head is killing me. What the hell happened?
なっちゃって。
When I come to, I'm lying on the sidewalk. I slowly push myself up, fighting the pain in my body. Though wobbly, I manage to stand.
いって。つか、どうなったんだ。
Clutching my head, I struggled to make sense of my jumbled memories. I was making a delivery when suddenly I got pulled into a rhyme match, and then that weird guy with the rabbit head showed up.
店の前。
How? What happened to my delivery? I look around and see a furry blue lump on the ground.
レン。
I pick him up, but he doesn't respond.
レン、おい。
I tap him gently on the head.
青葉。
After a beat, Ren opens his eyes. Relief washes over me.
大丈夫か。
特に大きな問題はない。
本当にどっか壊れたとか。
一部データが破損している。
それって十分問題じゃねえか。
The rhyme battle must have damaged Ren too.
家帰ったら見てやるからな。
念のために頼む。
いや、つか、俺の脳内データも破損しているっぽいんだよな。ウサギ頭と戦ったのは覚えてるんだけど、結局どうなったんだっけか。
俺のデータが破損しているのもそこから先だ。
そっか。ちょい待った。思い出してみるから。
Fighting through the pain in my head, I close my eyes and search my memories. But the harder I try to remember, the more it slips out of reach.
ダメだ。全然思い出せねえ。
それは仕方がないことだ。
そうか。なんで？
一般男性の記憶容量を仮に100とすると、青葉の場合は。
Listen here, you little shit.
今ここでそういう話かよ。ってあ
青葉。
あれなんか目が回る。
I do really like the screen effects that they're putting
レ
in.
ン、お前いつから足
The,
8本に
the LSD hit.
アバ
Why is everything spinning? Which way is down? I can't.
少し待っていろ
As Ren runs off, I start laughing. Whoa, 3 Rens. Neat. And that's when I black out. Man, I didn't see that shit when I blacked out. Alright, so that's where we're gonna leave it. I hope you guys have been enjoying this. I know this is supposed to be a yaoi, I've been told. But honestly, I think you guys should stick with me for the story. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So thank you guys for joining.